Hey everybody, you're listening to the Hisessions Hawaii podcast where we talk about everything local and beyond. I'm Neale Asato, your host, and joining me today is Mr. Kyle Shimabukuro and Devon Nekoba.
Hello.
Before we begin, let me remind our listeners of all the ways they can stay in touch with the show. There is Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at Hisessions. You can go to SoundCloud, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts to listen to the podcast. Ugh. And then finally, tongue twister. You can email us at hisessions@yahoo.com. If you'd like to help the show, get more music on the channel, go to patreon.com and donate. There you'll be more involved with the show, help determine who and what is filmed.
And you get a shirt.
Well,
and you may get a guitar.
Yes. And, well, okay, so next month, we are going to be doing some kind of live stream.
Okay.
And on that live stream, we will be announcing.
So, Devon, you got to get ready for another 9-hour gig.
No, we're not doing a 9.
Oh.
Yeah. I would never ask Devon to do that again.
Thank you. I appreciate
Within the next month, maybe next year or something like that. But
You got to rest up.
yeah.
And actually, you didn't ask me. It was the fact that your wife looked at me with the, my husband is going to have to MC if you don't stay here and MC.
It's funny. Sorry, tangent. Sorry,
Yeah, which we always get on.
But so when I got married, we had no program, no nothing. It was just come eat, go home, kind of thing. And Devon took it upon himself to be the MC of the evening.
Even if he was just a guest?
Even if he was just a guest.
Because I told John,
Yep.
you have lots of old Japanese people here.
Yeah.
And if you don't have some sort of program, they will say, "What happened at the wedding? Did it actually happen? If there's no program, why are we here?" So.
And I'm so thankful that he did that because it turned out to be a very good thing.
That's good.
Because he's a professional.
Yeah.
In fact, I've
Sometimes.
emceed both of your weddings.
Yes.
So.
That's
Mine
right.
was worse, though.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Patrons. Okay. Kupu Kupu Landscaping, Landscape Architects. Call Kevin Yokomura, 722-8685. Or go to kupukupulandscaping.com. I don't know if you noticed, Devon, but the trees outside were all cut
Yeah.
by Kupu Kupu Landscaping.
Thank
so we just
you.
had
Good job, Kev.
Because the leaves was everywhere.
Yeah, it was getting to be quite messy.
Getting crazy, yeah.
Yeah. And thank you to Ford Ruger Market. I did not do my Rugerlicious this week. Did
Yeah,
the
I
plate A,
know.
but our guest had the Rugerlicious, so I will ask him about that in a second. You can find Devon, Kumu94.7, Kyle, HighLifeClothing.com.
So no new Patreons?
No new patrons.
Okay.
Just,
And also don't forget to rate us on iTunes. Or
that's right.
SoundCloud or wherever.
Wherever you find us.
And please give us 5 stars. If you don't want to give us 5 stars, then don't worry about it.
Yep.
Pretend I didn't even talk about this.
Yep. All right. So our guest today is Mr. Neale Asato of
Woohoo!
Asato Family Shop, making delicious
Magical.
treats for all. And my wife was very excited about this guy coming on the show. And she
Is
said,
he gonna bring?
she said specifically, she's like, if Neale brings stuff, don't let Devon take everything home. You gotta make sure that you say it's like, oh, okay.
Devon got a whole freezer with Asato at home anyway.
I think she was
So-
more
Just
referring to me because I typically will just leave stuff here for everybody and
yeah.
not.
If we
not
left
take
it
some-
here, it would be gone next week.
Yeah.
And you cannot leave Asato's out. It's gonna go.
Yeah.
Karen's. Yeah.
So Neale, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go into, I guess, the beginnings of Asato Family Shop, how you got into treats and all these kind of things, and then kind of work our way forward from there. Because I do have questions about leaking sauce and, why it hasn't taken over the world yet, and,
I can barely handle
those kind of things. So,
keep up right now.
is this a family tradition kind of thing, or were you the one who kind of pushed this forward, or?
Our mom, she was always. So we lived in Maui for a little while when I was in preschool.
Okay.
For a couple of years because my dad was construction, so we have some family in Maui, and we grew up.
Are they okay?
Yeah, they're Kahalui side.
Okay.
Yeah, so everyone's okay, but yeah. So we would spend 2 years in Maui living there.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd always get goody goody. Just
Oh,
a goody goody.
yeah.
And every year after we moved back, we would always go. That was always the treat, and it's just such a strong nostalgic memory. And like when he came back here, you couldn't really like there's samurai, but it's a little different. Like it's like more soft serve. So we always used to try and make it at home, just like with the classic Diamond Head soda, and try to make our own homemade recipe.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that
And
always
then
just
was there
kinda
like a
stuck with me.
eureka, like you were out in the yard playing with your toys and you just hear, I've done it! From the house or something like that. Was there a moment like that? Or?
Not really. I don't know.
Struck gold.
It took a while. Like we always just did it for fun. Just made it at home with
Yeah.
like ice cream, sherbet style. So like I never really thought about it as a business.
But were you guys creative at home? Like, hey, we could try this.
Yeah, I don't know. We usually tried to make strawberry. Like that was like
Yeah.
the classic.
That was
Yeah.
the one. Yeah.
We always
Is there any type of sherbet or some kind of dessert like that that's similar in the mainland? Because I find it hard to find anywhere else, right?
I think the flavor profile is pretty specific to Hawaii.
Yeah.
With like the condensed milk or evaporated milk.
Well,
Is that what the key is? Because I've always wondered about that.
There's
'Cause
nothing close to it in the
There's,
mainland.
Yeah.
I mean, Italian ice, but it's like it's more like sorbet. It's a little different style.
Yeah.
I think the flavors are.
Well, let's start with for those who are not familiar with you at all.
Yeah.
What exactly are you selling at the Asato Family
Yeah.
Shop?
So we make like local style sherbet. So it's based off of the Saka Goody Goody, but we've like tried to expand it to
It's mutated.
right.
That was like the initial idea, but just try to take it completely. I don't know.
To the next level.
I,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I guess we're
definitely
trying.
to the next level.
yeah. Okay.
And
So-
it's grown
so-
steadily. So
So Tasaka Goody Goody, for those because we do have a lot of mainland listeners as well, it is a sherbet, but it's got a creamy kind of feel to it, and it also, as you said, it has some kind of like a carbonated fizz to it as well. So it's like a fizzy, creamy, sweet sherbet that you only find here in Hawaii. You know, the other thing that it reminds me of is I used to go to parties when I was a kid. I used to just wait for someone to put the ice cream in the bowl with the 7-Up, you know, the punch bowl or whatever.
yeah.
That's kind of how, like,
That's the
nostalgic.
best kind fruit punch, yeah.
Yeah.
At parties.
Yeah, you got the ice cream with the 7-Up in the bowl or
We used to do
whatever.
that.
yeah.
So it's just kind of like that. It's like a creamy but fizzy.
My
thing.
my auntie used to make it when we lived in Kona. I would go to stay at their house in Pipikil, and she'd make these little cups, and in the little cups was strawberry. I don't know if it was soda or what, but strawberry soda or whatever, and then she'd mix it with condensed milk, a little bit of water, put them in the freezer, and you
Ice
know,
cake, yeah.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
we just call it ice cake,
But
right?
you know, you guys got super creative over the
Yeah.
years with different flavors and stuff. Who comes up with those flavors, and what has been the most unusual flavor that you guys have done?
Unusual. I do most of like from the beginning. I've been doing like all the flavors.
He's the mad
and then we got-
scientist.
So yeah, there's been a lot of flavors of like over 120 over the
Is it
years.
over 100
Really?
flavors now?
Oh, there's a lot because there's a lot we just did one time.
Yeah.
And never brought back.
Is it because it's just too much to have available at one point?
Yeah. So right now we're kind of like every month we'll switch out the specials. So we always have our 3 classics like strawberry, pineapple, and Green River, which is a lemon lime.
Okay.
So we'll do those 3 we have it all the time. And then we always like switch out 3 to 4 new specials all the time. So like some seasonal flavors. We just finished mango lychee season. So we just finished up those, and then we're gonna start going into like holidays or some cake flavors. Yeah, and some probably the weirdest one we did the past year was the spam one.
Oh,
Did
wow.
you
Wait,
try
you,
it?
you did a spam sherbet?
Did a spam sherbet.
Devon,
Yeah.
did you
I
try
remember
it?
that. I think I did. I tried it. It was like
Okay.
a smoky spam thing. Like you would think when you thought about it, you went, "There is no way this tastes okay," but it actually was really good. There's something about the sweet and the salty. mix, and then you add in a little.
Was it kind of chewy? Had chunks inside too, or?
So we made them like bacon bits. So we made
Yeah.
little cubes and
Yeah.
then fried it till it was crispy. And then we made so it was based off eggs, rice, and spam. So the egg base was like an egg custard base. So it was like an egg yolky custard base, and then we made Rice Krispies and crispy spam, and then little furikake on top.
So you're the mad scientist behind these
Yeah.
flavors. Was there every point where your family went, Don't try that. Did this let you try?
Yeah. So during the pandemic, I actually had a lot of extra time.
Yeah.
So we started doing Flavor Lab Friday. So every Friday I would try to make new flavors, just because we had extra time, because there was a lot less. I don't know. We just opened on Sundays during the pandemic.
And what makes you come up with your flavors? Like, how do you get your creativity?
Honestly, just trying new things, or just thinking of things we ate as kids. So like a lot of candy things translate well into sorbet or sherbet. A lot of like local dishes. So we did butter mochi last year.
That was good too.
Yeah, we just
Sorry, I've tried just the butter flavored.
I know.
Well, he said you have a personal assistant that comes down and grabs for you or something.
Oh, that's Alan Lau, my friend Alan. He has like a standing order with him. He goes more than I do. He goes like every week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Asato's has a subscription program. So at the beginning of the week, you can buy the subscription package, which is the 3 regulars, right? They're always there.
Yeah.
The strawberry and the Green River and pineapple, and then you get 3 of the specials. So every week you get those 6, and you go pick them up. And Alan buys it like religiously. He goes so often. They all know him, or they're like,
yeah.
Alan.
How did Alan find your spot?
I don't know. You
Yeah, I gave him one, and he was like, "Oh." But okay, so just in my defense, I live in Kailua. Alan lives like up the street from these guys.
Yeah, but so you pick it up from Alan's house, or did he drive to Kailua for you?
No. He just drops it off at his house, and then I just come get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Alan's your runner.
Yeah, but if it's a Sunday, I'll run by, because then I get to see Neale. We can
Do
talk
you
story
stand
a
in
little bit.
that line?
Well, no.
Hardly ever.
I've been pretty lucky.
Yeah, it's been a little different
Did
after.
he get the VIP action in the back door?
No,
or
he just
something?
comes late, or he just comes after.
Oh.
Yeah. There was a time frame where when they first started doing it, like on that Sundays, man, you would stand in line for 45 minutes because the line would go out, right, and around and
I've
down
seen
the street.
pictures of that line. It's incredible.
Yeah, it was bananas.
It's like a concert going on or something.
Yeah, at one point, okay, so when we first started the shop, we only had a small machine, so it only could make 6, maybe like 12 pints every 30 minutes. So it would take us all week just to fill up 4 smaller freezers. So in the beginning, like our supply was it was less than 1,000. It took all week just to make enough pints to sell on Saturday when we first started at the Pali shop.
Yeah.
So it would sell out quickly because everyone would just kind of buy a lot, and there'd be nothing left.
People bring
Yeah.
like giant coolers and they're like,
and stuff,
can I buy 40?
No, they used to buy a lot because
Yeah.
they used to send one runner to buy for all
What
their
did they
friends.
the eBay in it and stuff?
That when it first started, there was like some Craigslist stuff.
Really?
Like, yeah, for a couple of the resale.
Wow, that's nuts.
The beginning was really, the supply was just not enough for the demand for sure.
What I noticed about your business was the incredible marketing behind it. Like, I've never went down there and actually tried one. Like, Devon brought some to my house when he felt gracious enough to share. But I've never stood in the line or anything like that. But the marketing of it, I knew who you guys were even before even tasting it. And I guess it's credit to you because you do all the social media and marketing, right?
Yeah.
What is your background in that?
I don't have too much marketing or branding stuff, but like I grew up in like the food industry, so my mom's family had like a lot of restaurants in Hawaii, so I grew up working in restaurants.
What restaurants did your mom guys own?
Probably the longest one was Victorian and Kamiki.
I love that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That was you guys?
that was my mom. Yeah, her dad, like the sisters, like our auntie, them. So my parents, they actually in high school, I think they would work in the restaurants, either like waitress, and then we started running like the catering upstairs. So we
Yeah,
grew up
you
like
get a-
as kids.
There's a big
Yeah,
hidden hall upstairs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
there's
two,
two.
yeah.
Knew about. Yeah. Oh, okay.
So,
I
yeah.
grew up eating there when I was in my 20s.
I miss that place.
Yeah.
So yeah, we grew up. I working there in the kitchen. So just being around food business, I always wanted to go in food business. So the plan was to open a restaurant probably like 10 years ago. And then I just have a background in art and stuff. So like I was always interested in art. My mom really helped push me just to be creative. So I took a lot of art classes, like photography stuff, videography, just like a lot of art. So
Did you go to school
guess-
for that then?
I didn't really. Yeah, I just went to school to get
You were-
insurance.
You were like
Legit.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle just went to school to
Yeah,
go
to fill
school
around.
and get out
No.
and then go do the thing you were supposed to go
My
do.
parents told me I had to go to college just so I could keep my insurance,
Yeah.
which was but they let me just take art classes, which was a blessing, I guess.
That's
like,
helpful. Yeah. It helps
'cause-
you guys out a lot.
It's like a kindred spirit, bro.
I know. We're like brothers.
You are, for real, Kyle.
Eating
It's like the same thing. So wait,
Eating
you
sherbet
can be
and
honest,
drawing.
You can be honest, because
Yeah.
we're way past school time already. But were you like a really good student, or
Oh no! Like I knew I wasn't gonna go into like certain fields that needed a real degree. So I was-
Math.
I mean, I just fooled around in high school.
Yeah.
I went public
I was
school.
terrible in math, man.
seriously? You guys are like looking at mirror images of
Yeah,
each
yeah,
other.
I
Because he was. Don't feel bad.
No.
Yeah, don't feel
No.
bad. Because he was exactly the same way. He went to school and went, I'm not gonna use any of this. I can just sit here and draw in class, and you can let me pass.
So so nowadays you have enough capacity that you can sell all week.
We just open
No, it's only Wednesdays and
Sunday,
Sundays.
yeah.
Wednesday, Sundays.
Right now.
Okay.
But we have a truck in Waikiki,
Oh.
a scoop truck. So my dad runs the truck in Waikiki Tuesday through Friday, like 11 to 5. So if he does scoops
That must be a
and
trip
pints-
because people from the mainland are,
Mhm.
are eating that. Are they like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah, it's a good chance for us to like talk to the tourists and the locals. Actually, though, there's more locals.
Where do
Like,
you
all
guys
the-
park your truck at?
It's on Kalakaua on the right side. Do you know the old Kyoyo restaurant?
Yes.
Like at the beginning of Kalakaua.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So it's like right there. It's an orange truck, right at the beginning of Waikiki.
Now, did you drag your mom and dad out of retirement,
No.
or were they? Are they stoked? doing
My
that?
mom, I don't know.
They're
Well,
new-
my mom has been helping me from like the beginning, the first year.
Yeah.
She was getting into retiring. So she took a little early retirement, like a year early.
Yeah.
So she's been helping. She's always been super supportive.
But everybody knows his parents because they're either working in the front, so everybody knows them, or the mom is always like hustling around
Yeah.
and stuff. We're like, hey,
Well, true to your name, Asato
Yeah.
family. Do you
Yeah.
have any
Yeah.
siblings that are helping?
My
with
brother
this?
helps. My
Okay.
sister lives Hilo, so she helps do our books. She's a accountant. Like
So everybody in the family is in some way
Yeah,
in the
for sure.
business.
doing something.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
yeah.
crazy.
So my wife and kids,
Wow.
they'll come help on Sunday if they're not doing anything else. Like help at the shop.
Man, I always used to think. So
The kids are like, I gotta get a hobby or play sports just so I
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
have
yeah,
to go
yeah.
work in the store.
yeah. So Tasaka Goody Goody?
Mhm.
Is it Tasaka?
Tasaka, yeah.
Tasaka, because they are just on Maui, right?
Yeah.
And I always used to think like, why don't they expand? But what
It's
I heard
hard
was that
work.
they just
It's hard,
didn't
yeah.
want to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're smart just keeping it. It's been over 100 years. They're just doing one small shop and
Yeah.
just pretty much the family helping run it.
Do you
It's a
folks
lot,
sell
yeah.
other stuff in your store besides?
Yep.
So
Sherbet?
right now we just sell a little bit of candy and our sauces. So we have lihing and lemon peel sauce.
Dude,
Okay.
the sauces are killer.
Okay, so here's my question about this because I did think about this before I got here. So lihing, right? It's ubiquitous. You can put it on anything. It goes good pretty much with everything. It's sweet. It's kids like it and all that stuff. How come that thing hasn't taken over the world yet?
Well, chamoy has taken over.
Yeah,
Which is
it's-
kinda
it's
like
similar,
lihing.
yeah.
Spicy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just getting like the education to people. Actually, the first to try it and then understanding what it is and
I think it's also too because lihing. There's so many different degrees of you having lihing. Like their sauce is a little bit more on the sweeter side.
Okay.
That's the profile.
Yeah.
Whereas you'll have some like if you're just eating the seed, right? There's the
Right.
sweet one, there's the white one, there's the red one, and if your first experience is
the white one?
really sour one, you're like, oh
Sour.
my god.
So what is yours? Is it a red one or the
it's a
Yeah,
red.
it's a
red one?
Yeah. So it's a blend of 3 different types of lihimui and then we make it into like a puree and then a sauce.
So is it more on the sweeter side or the
it's
salty
on the
side?
sweeter side.
Okay.
But
I
it-
just
we
said
we
that.
try-
I was listening to you.
Yeah, I know.
Let's try to make it like well balanced, like a round lihimui flavor instead of just like most people just put powder on it, which is I don't know, either salty and it just kind of tastes flat. So there's actual like whole seeds. We soak it and puree it.
Oh.
It's so, my
Yeah, it's
mouth
just-
is watering just
yeah.
thinking about it because I take the bottle and just go, you just squeeze the bottle in your
Yeah.
mouth and just eat it that way.
Hi.
It's amazing stuff.
You know,
And because it's a sauce, it's much easier to eat. Yeah, I mean, because it can go on your ice cream.
What is the
like-
most unusual thing you put it on that tastes good that we don't know about?
I don't know. Someone was putting it on like pork chops, I think.
Really?
But I think it's almost like a barbecue, like
Yeah,
a sweet
like
and sour
a-
salty
yeah.
barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
But what made you decide to make it into that is because so one of the flavors that they had was they sort of took Lihing to a next level when they started doing the sherbets, right? Because it was a Lihing float, right? So you had the Lihing with vanilla ice cream flavoring, make it into a sherbet, you mix in the stuff, and then you'd see this red sauce on the Lihing float, and you go, wait, what is that? How did that get there? And I think, was that the impetus for, like, you were making the sauce just to make the sauce to mix it with everything. And then, because now they have Lihing float, they have triple Lihing, they have, what else? There's like so many different styles of Lihing. You found all these different ways to incorporate it.
Bro, can you imagine if your last name was Asato, you were like
But I'd be working in a store.
yeah,
and
or
eating
if
half
you're like
the stuff,
hanayed
yeah.
by their family.
Yeah. Like,
You'd
they
be
kind of do
you'd be
already.
like 400 pounds.
I know. Well, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of go every week. But the one of the other really cool things about it is they've always managed to give back. They always try to do a lot of stuff in the community. You'll see them out. Neale folks make a real concerted effort to try to do things to help out different organizations and things like that. So you see them doing that, which is really cool because not every company is going to.
You also done a bunch of collabs too, yeah, with people.
Oh, yeah. There's been a lot.
What was some collaborations you did?
From the beginning, like our friends at Fitted helped us like
Ola
kick
guys.
off. Yeah, Ola and Renee. So they helped us in the beginning. They let us pop up in their shop. That was like right our first year when we were first starting. Then they helped
So
us
did
make
you do like a
hat.
hat flavor or something?
Yeah, we did.
Sherbet.
What did we do? I think the first one we did was a mango orange bang
Oh, okay.
at their shop.
Oh, nice.
That was like the first launch of
How
that
did
flavor.
you hook up with Ola guys?
Renee's daughter and my son are same grade from preschool, so we've known them
Oh.
for over 10 years now.
Okay.
It's a small island, man.
It's
Very
Yeah,
small
it's
island.
just-
Well, it's just such different, diverse businesses, and they knew each other and hooked up. You know, sherbet and hats is like very unusual.
Yeah.
You know, and you hook up with other street companies too, like
Yeah,
local
there's-
companies.
There's
Yeah.
been a lot. So yeah, Locomotion let us.
Yeah.
We did a collab, but I think that was like the second year. Yeah, so they let us pop up in their shop. We made a rainbow flavor. They made merch for us.
They did
Done.
the Satos in the Locomotion font. Yeah,
Mhm.
with the tree.
The more classic, the classic
Yeah, the classic
Locomotion.
logo. Okay, I remember
So we did
that.
that one. We
You gotta
did.
do a-
There's been a lot, like rainbows,
Rainbow.
drive-in. We did Lily Hub Bakery, the Cocoa Puff, and Zippies the other year. We did.
That's huge.
There's a lot.
What did you
Probably
do? with
forgetting.
Zippies?
Oh.
You did a zip pack sherbet or something?
No, they wanted to do like a savory one, but I was like, like a
Teriyaki.
Yes.
Teriyaki sherbet.
fried chicken sherbet.
No, they were trying to push. I think a fried
Or chili
chicken skin
sherbet.
or something.
So
like-
what did you end up doing with Zippies?
Oh, we just did like the dobosh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And the
Apple.
wash
and
pieces
with the-
inside.
the
Yeah.
cherry on
and
top.
apple.
Yeah.
Just kept it simple. Nothing crazy for that one.
What's your dream collab that you didn't do yet?
High life. Just kidding.
I would
If you
like to
did
make-
High Life, it'd be like a whiskey.
Oh yeah.
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 They actually
We've
did a
done-
whiskey.
we've-
They did a line of
Yeah, we did.
alcoholic ones.
Yeah, we
You
did
did
a
a
bar
Barlow
leather.
what?
Oh yeah, bar leather apron a couple years ago. We did.
Oh yeah,
we did the
yeah.
matcha old fashioned.
Tom them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
old fashioned sherbet and with the cocktail. Like
Wow. Do you have to be 21 and over to buy it then?
I don't know. I forget.
Some drunk kids walking around.
Oh, this one is good.
Special.
You know, it was funny because I've always been fascinated at people's interest in food. I'm not a foodie. Devon's a foodie. God,
Not really.
not really foodie.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just eats.
But you know, we just got a rabbit. I shouldn't say just got a rabbit. It's been a few months now.
A what?
A rabbit,
Oh,
like an actual rabbit.
okay.
And so every night I have to put it in the. He has a little house that he goes in at night, so
Uh-huh.
he's not running around the house during the evening while we're sleeping. You know.
Yeah.
And so we just get some oats. I get some oats, like in a little scoop, and then I put it in a bowl, and he goes and eats it. And he gets so excited for these oats. It's like the highlight of his day.
He's like a rabbit foodie.
You know?
Just plain
And then I just thought every animal it's universal, right? Like if you give good food, like they're just excited. Like it's one of the most exciting, primal things that you can do to any living thing is give it something to
Look
eat,
at him.
right? So
He's so happy.
it made me kind of.
I am.
See?
I was happy that he was here.
Yeah.
It put me into perspective of why maybe people are so into food and eating and whatnot.
What is your favorite snack?
My favorite snack? Well, it used to be ice cream, but as I've gotten older, I can't really handle ice cream as I used to. So, I don't know. You know what's been good lately is someone got me these like almonds from Trader Joe's, and they have chocolate over them, but it's a very thin layer of chocolate. So they have the ones that's like really thick, right? It's like a
The
gall-
fundraiser kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one is just very thinly covered with the chocolate, so it's very hint. I really like it because I can sit there and eat like 100 of them.
You know what I like recently? Maybe I think you probably did it already.
What is that?
The White Rabbit ice cream.
Oh yeah, he did that.
You did one, right?
Yeah.
You never shared with me that one.
White Rabbit, that
Why
thing
would
is
I
so
share
like
with you
hard
that
to
one?
melt
No,
down.
so-
How do you?
That one was so good.
That
It's
sounds
like
good.
it was like
Exactly.
eating. It's like eating white rabbit.
Yeah.
Although we don't call it that.
See, White Rabbit, red cream soda, Diamond Head.
Ooh, red cream
We
soda.
just did that.
You
They
just
just
did
did this
that?
Past year.
How come you never bring them to my house?
Oh, I've been missing
You know
out.
what a store is? Just go to the store, bro.
Okay, well,
Neil knows you now.
that I
Just
know
walk
all
up
this
and you
stuff
say,
that-
"I like the red cream."
Okay, so you guys don't ship yet, as I saw on your website. So, which makes sense because it's super hard to ship frozen stuff. So you have to go to the store to get it. But you do catering.
Yeah, we do on-site catering for like bigger events. We try not to do any like small ones. It's just pretty much just our family. It's just hard for us because we really don't have days off if we do too many catering. So we try to just limit to like bigger ones.
So what would be a good example of an event like that? If I were throwing, this would be a good one to invite you to, or as a caterer for an event.
I don't know. We try to do like those big events with like,
Like-
thousands of people.
Like the spam jam.
Oh yeah, that was
Those
a
kind of
huge
things.
one.
Okay. Because sometimes we put on big events, right, Devin?
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah,
you
we
never
can do
know.
it.
I
We
mean,
can do it. Let me know.
I was just thinking, man. Yeah, some sherbet would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good for outdoor events for sure. Like most of them are always hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you bring it in tubs or
Yeah, so we can do scoop on site. We've been doing like mimosa ones for like certain fundraiser ones. I think we did for Make-A-Wish. They do like pog mimosa floats
Oh.
with sherbet in,
nice.
which is always a hit. And then we also sell like our 4-ounce small cups. So those are good, and you can just put them in a cooler and then just pass them out at events. Those.
Did you ever do a Tomo Ami one?
Yeah.
Oh, you never even shared that one. You eat. That's my favorite snack. I
Yeah.
eat so much Tomo Ami when it's at my house.
Tomo is the one with the rice paper?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's my favorite candy. That.
I'll let you know.
What is
I'll let
that?
you know.
What is tomoami? Like, what is
Tomoyame.
it? What is it? Is it like a passion fruit or something? It kind of
It's orange and lemon. That's what it says on the.
It's orange and lemon.
That's what it says. So it's almost like a mochi because it's like a rice base
Yeah.
with the rice paper. So if,
That's good stuff, bro.
yeah, I'll let you know.
I don't think there's a flavor you could come up with that's normal that they haven't.
A hot local
done.
flavor. You did hot flakes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Been doing those for a
man.
while. Like all the
You-
white rabbit.
You did the rabbit doodle one too. The
we,
Lima.
we didn't sell it yet, but we done like test batches
Yeah.
and gave it away. Yeah, try to think of one flavor.
Because
I don't know, there's been a lot.
Yeah.
So to our audience, maybe if you want to comment and put some suggestions down, let's see if we can
Well,
stump,
let's stump
Neil
him. Yeah, let's see if we can stump
and come
Neil.
up with something new that he hasn't tried yet. That's realistic and flavorful.
Well, I want to timeline this just a little bit because you guys weren't always at the store downtown. You were actually farther out, correct?
Yeah. Okay, I can start from the beginning. Like, so I started in my apartment a little over 6 years ago, and I was just taking online orders and delivering once a month to all the homes. So
Okay.
the first month we had like 6 orders. It was pretty much all family and friends, and then the next month I had 12, maybe like 3 or like foodie people that saw it, and then it just grew to like 36, and there was like too many people to deliver to. Like I just got, because I would deliver all of it. So I think after the 4th month, then we looked for another
fast,
space.
huh?
Yeah, it was just a little bit too much from home and doing the delivery. So
And you
we
were
went
you
halal.
married and had kids?
Yeah,
by
yeah.
then?
We had,
Oh, brah.
so that was just like an extra. I was just kind of just testing it out really to see if it was a viable business, just the home delivery, because I just seen some business models like home delivery ice cream. So that's how it started. And then the 4th, 5th month, we moved to Halava. So our cousin had a warehouse space, and then we started making it in like this little kitchen and selling it in the parking lot on Saturday. So we're there for almost a year, probably like 10 months. And then we found the Pali location. So yeah, we're lucky that we got that spot because my dad wanted behind where there was this old sushi spot because the kitchen was already built, but it was behind the building and no one could see it, and you had to go up the stairs.
Oh, okay.
So we convinced him to take the street front like Pali location.
Why that location?
The rent was decent and there's a good amount of parking. And it was kind of central for them. They live kind of outside, so they can drive into town.
Oh, okay.
I live in town, and then it was pretty central for, I don't know.
And had the kitchen already?
Not really.
Oh, you had to build out the kitchen?
Yeah, there was the location, the unit in the back had the kitchen built out, but this one only had some water, plumbing.
Because the only reason why I know that place is because of People's Cafe, which you just told me closed.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Which is really sad. Yeah.
Oh,
I think like 3 months. Yeah. So they closed up, but hopefully someone moves in soon and has like just to keep the area active.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a friend who's in the food business, and he was. I had another friend who wanted to get into the food business, and he was making homemade stuff, and so I said, "Oh, my friend's, he has a restaurant and stuff, so maybe you guys can talk." And when they talked, the one that was in the food business started explaining all of the hoops you have to jump through to get certification with the kitchen. And he's like, if you don't have your own kitchen that's government certified, then you have to go to a commercial kitchen and prepare that. You cannot prepare your food, blah blah blah, if you want to do this. And is it that complicated, or was it relatively easy to get going?
When you get to a certain scale, like I was just doing it at home and just selling it to like friends and family kind of thing. Right. And then once you get to like that next level,
they are now.
You should get it certified, and it's just less stress.
Well, I remember when you guys had that one set of freezers. It's right at the beginning, kind of when you guys moved there, and I was there, and there were like 8 million people in line, and we got to talking, and I was like, wow, how are you getting to all these people? He goes, yeah, we need some new freezers. And then the next time, I think it was maybe a month or so afterwards, and I just see him, and he's like, oh yeah, we got more freezers, so now we can have more. But it was this very not very slow, but it was a slower build, because it's almost like, okay, it's a weird timing thing, because do we have enough interest where we can grow this to a point where, you know what I mean? And I don't know where that tipping point becomes, because the fever for the thing, it was like, where's Waldo? You couldn't find it. You couldn't get it, right? The only way you could do it was you had to sit on your phone on Sunday at 11 o'clock and be like, and then you're trying to like nail down getting the stuff, because it would disappear so fast that once you didn't get it, you were like, shit.
You kind of created that demand that way, and the popularity grew from that way too. But you're one of the first guys to do that.
That's not a necessity, though.
For snacks and food. I mean, I have friends in the industry like Fitted and Information and those guys. They'd release clothing and people stand in line, but you really sherbet and created a line. That's pretty incredible,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I grew up like in that culture, like the mid 2000s and stuff, like streetwear and shoes and stuff. So I kind of know like. Well, honestly, that's all we could make. So that's
I was gonna say
it wasn't like a part of the plan, but the releases, online releases, and having like a limited amount, so it would just help drive demand to the shop.
Yeah, so you kind of knew what you were doing.
I did, right? But that's all we could make, because we only had a really small machine, and the freezers we had were like the ones you put in your garage, like the cheap Sears freezers. We didn't have commercial ones.
Do you have a flash freezer?
No, it takes up too much power for like that. We couldn't run it.
And you know those cooking shows? They have the flash.
The blast. Yeah.
I was like, man, those are so cool.
It's super. Yeah. I think we'll freeze it solid. Fast.
The Han Solo kind.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like within like 4 minutes the thing's frozen. Yeah. But then I looked online because I was like, I wonder how much those cost. Like 35, 50 grand.
For a small one.
Is that a goal of yours to one day own one though?
Yeah. Well, I don't.
We're trying to get.
Oh, him?
You're trying to get.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're gonna buy one. I don't care. Yeah, but would you want one?
Yeah, we do want one when we upgrade and get a new space, but I think it takes up so much power.
Yeah.
We're lucky we even have enough power to run all of our stuff right now. It's like maxed out.
So when does the day start? Because again, you're open on Wednesday, you're open on Sunday, but you have a lot more sherbet you got to make now. On top of which you got to create this stuff. So do you have like over the week you're like, okay, Monday I got to do this, Tuesday I got to do this. Walk us through like what a week is.
So Mondays is like our main production day. After Sunday, which like restock, and then we're getting ready for Wednesday and Sunday pretty much on Monday.
Oh, wow.
Tuesday, so we're finishing up whatever we didn't finish. Because sometimes it takes like over a day for it to fully freeze solid before we sell it. So some of the Tuesday stuff, we don't sell it on Wednesday. We're selling like the Monday stuff we made. So on Thursday, if we sold out of certain flavors, we'll have to make more for Sunday. And then, so...
Plus
they're working.
The orders, right? So
the pre-orders.
Yeah. How does that work into the schedule?
So right now we're only doing pre-orders on Sunday, and then they pick up the following Sunday. We were doing Sunday on Wednesday, but it got like a little bit too much. So right now it's pretty manageable.
How many employees do you have outside of your family?
No one really. But we have like our family friend helps
family
us.
Business, yeah.
Our auntie helps a couple days a week, and then our family friend helps a couple days a week when she has time.
So when you expand into this multiple stores across the island, you're gonna have to think about
He's like
hiring more family.
Well, I could see someone coming and being like, hey, I want to take over not take over, but I want to do a catering thing for smaller venues. And so all I need is you got to make X amount. I'm going to go out to parties.
They distribute.
And then, because it's really just the time and manpower to go out there and set up everything and all, for the catering stuff that they probably. So I can see them expanding into that.
I can see it in like if you had the capability to sell it in Foodland and the other local places would kill.
Yeah. So we just started doing pop-ups inside of Foodland this past year.
Yeah.
They've been super good to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like focused on like local and trying to promote local businesses. So Foodland's been a really good partner.
So if you didn't step into the sherbet business, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
Probably like social media stuff for other companies or social media management. Like I do like doing
that aspect of it.
like doing the media part, like taking videos, pictures, and then trying to help like promote. So I'm just working on hours for now, but it's more than enough. Like keeps me busy just doing that.
Yeah.
So when do you have time do you cut out a specific amount of time to say, okay, this is when I'm going to create the next flavor?
Yeah. So Fridays is usually we're not too busy on Friday, like not doing production. So that was my time to help work on new flavors, develop like new techniques for like, just play around on Friday. And then, we'd give away the pints because it started like, ended up taking up too much space in the freezer. So that's why we started doing the giveaways. And it's good like to get tests, like feedback from the community to see what they said about the flavor. So we just started giving them away, and then some of it turned into flavors, some of it didn't.
Why not try to stump you on a flavor?
I know, I'm trying to think of flavors as we're talking here. On one hand, I want the conversation to keep going, but I'm trying to think of flavors at the same time.
What was your favorite candy as a kid? Or what do you remember? Like,
okay, I got one.
Well, I like Good News bars, but
Pop Rocks.
It's just hard to put in like a liquid before it pops.
Imagine when you're eating it, it would just go in your mouth.
Well, I think if you made a base and
Did you do pixie
inside,
sticks? It's just sugar, basically.
Yeah. We never tried. I actually never tried to put it back in water.
Yeah, well, pixie sticks.
That'll take forever. That's a lot of
flavored sugar.
Yeah,
all right, fine.
I'm gonna do that. And Pop Rocks, you can't because once it gets wet, it's
gonna pop once it hits. Yeah, sure. But you could put it into something like chocolate or something that.
Or sprinkle it on top.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
Hot Box flavor.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that you came up with all these flavors. He's like, yeah, we made that. Yeah, we made that.
I know.
Yeah, we made that.
But okay, let's move on because I'm going to sit here and
stop thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is, do you remember what like your first sort of created flavor was? Because it was right. It was strawberry. It was
Green River.
The Green River, and then the pineapple.
Yeah.
But at what point did you go, it'd be kind of interesting is if we did, Lihing Mui. If we did, where did that come from?
So when we first started at home, like I was making ice creams. I wanted to be like an ice cream scoop shop. So when you like working with ice cream, you need a lot of refrigeration space to hold all the dairy stuff. And we just didn't have the space, so we went and focused just like on local kind sherbet. So we just use condensed milk as the dairy. So as we don't need refrigeration space, and like just space was tight, and then it kind of just focused on just doing local flavors only, because I was trying to do like a lot of different ice cream flavors, kind of like what goes on in the mainland, but just trying to. But I don't know. It just.
You ever did like a kalo or a kololo? Damn it.
Yeah.
That's too easy.
But we haven't released like the
that was
Kololo
the
one. We're actually working on getting that done soon.
What about an andagi flavor?
Ooh.
We didn't make it, but my mom. We just did the recipe. She gave like
Close.
the family recipe.
Almost got him.
We didn't. I want to make it for next year's Okinawa.
I'm trying to
Fest.
think of like when I used to go
yeah.
to my
Gotta.
auntie's for like
That'd
New
be
Year's or
cool.
something, all the plates that were out and something that would only be found here.
I can see Okinawan donut and you biting into it and there's a little piece of bread in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, now everybody's watching us look
I-
up in the
I-
sky
I-
like,
I-
what could you make with the sherbet?
We're just envisioning all this stuff. So do you have any time like to do stuff for yourself, or you just like I feel like you're making sherbet all day every
It seems
day?
like your whole life is sherbet. You know, right? You have time to play?
I don't know. I feel like we're playing all the time, but
What else? Hobbies do you do? You skate or surf or?
try to spend
Fish.
time with our family. When you, like
His
on
kids are young
Saturdays,
yet.
yeah.
So,
How old are your kids?
Yeah.
No, they're getting old. Like my son
Are
is
they old?
16.
Is he 16 now?
Whoa, that's not young.
Wow.
Is he 16? Yeah, he's 16.
He's got to like, wait, hang on.
And then my daughter's 9.
Wow.
Yeah, they're old.
Yeah,
Wait,
he's working at the shop.
Are
now,
you and
so-
John around the same age?
I'm 45.
36.
He's a baby still.
Oh, baby.
We had him
Oh,
young,
dude,
so we're
you
Oh,
like
had
when
your
did you-
son when you were...
21.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
It is.
So you're the young dad.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're the young dad.
Yes.
They must
Right on.
they must card you when you go to pick him up at school or whatever.
I wish. No, he stressed me out. Like, I have all white hair.
It's funny when I was doing student teaching, so I was still in college, right?
Hmm?
And I was at Kaiser, and then I remember was leaving to go to lunch one day. And the security like stopped me.
Really?
And I'm like, I teach here now. And he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. Didn't you see me? I've been, because it's the same security guard that was there when I was in school. So I was like, you saw me 4 years ago. Like, I'm not here 8 years or whatever. Like,
You never know.
I don't
bro.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's public school, bro.
so that's kind of
You
a
never
feather in my
tow your
cap.
car out of the staff parking lot.
No. But it is kind of interesting to go back because my daughter's at Kaiser now. So, we went the first football game of the year. That was her first football game of the year. So we went to kind of like support Kaiser High School and stuff. It was like, oh man, all the memories come back of all
Yeah.
these games.
Especially those hard seats without any cushion
Yeah,
on them.
yeah.
What high school did you go to?
I went Kaiser.
You in Kaiser too?
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm way older.
He's way older.
Just a little.
You enjoyed your schooling over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nice.
He
No,
made it out.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like when I drive by
Yeah.
schools or I have to go on campus first, I get stomach ache.
What, you worried they're gonna go, Mr. Shimabukuro, we know you short like 2 credits.
Where you have like 15 unserved detentions.
You know who was my principal?
Who's that?
Devon's mom.
Oh, yeah?
Devon's mom was my principal.
Mrs. Nekoba.
Yep. She was. A
She
good
was. I
principal,
think
though.
she was gone actually by the time. you
Yeah,
were.
she-
Oh yeah. She was.
Yeah, she was
definitely-
at
Yeah.
Was it?
she was at the school for adults by then.
What year is that?
She went to do the cruise job.
What year is that?
I got there 2001.
So you graduated 2005.
5. Yeah.
And now sherbet.
Fun.
What made you? Oh yeah, you said you were in the restaurant business already, and you wanted to.
Yeah. I was
So
thinking-
is at some point in time, maybe is it do a restaurant and maybe someday?
Someday just for fun. Like, not to make money, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Restaurants. Yeah, just growing up working in restaurants, you see how much it
It's hard
takes.
work. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, that's why we try to support like as many local mom and pop
Yeah.
restaurants, because Probably most of them are going to be gone after they retire.
Yeah.
No one's going to want
That's true.
to run
You
it.
know what's great about sherbet too? Now that I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
What is great about
I
sherbet,
know.
John?
What's
Okay.
great about sherbet?
Well, there's a few things that's great about sherbet.
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
Whenever you show up with sherbet, people are happy.
That's true.
You're never gonna show up and sherbet is one of those things like it's taste tested before you bring it out, so it's not like you're gonna get a bad batch of sherbet. Like, oh, this sherbet's overcooked
Yeah.
or whatever, right?
It's
A sherbet is
consistent.
so you're gonna always be the life of the party whenever you bring sherbet.
I wonder what happened if you brought spam sherbet to the party, though.
Oh yeah.
People go, oh, what the? And then they try and they go, oh, it's actually pretty
It's a
good.
great conversation
Because
piece
the,
for sure.
because
Right?
the
a good
umami
one.
of it,
Yeah.
the sweet and the
Oh,
salt.
what about ube?
Yeah, they did.
That's kind of
That was a low- that was-
I got one.
Alright.
I got
Yes.
one. Natto.
We did make a natto flavor, but we made a natto collab with Ethel's Grill.
Yeah.
That was like 4 years ago.
Damn it.
So they put natto on top of like a honey lemon.
Yeah.
We made a honey lemon base, and they put.
Because I
had a natto
ate
dinner.
natto. But I ate natto ice cream at
Uh-huh.
that Okinawan bar on Puss Alley.
Oh, do they fry it? Is
Really?
that the fried one? So it's like crispy, or is it still like
It was just
slimy?
mixed up with vanilla ice cream.
Oh, yeah?
And then you eat it on graham cracker.
Mm.
Then Naru, I think the restaurant is
Oh,
called. They no longer serve it anymore. But it was unreal. At first I was like, I ain't eating that. That's gross. But then I was forced to try it.
Yeah.
And I liked it. It was super good.
What do you mean you were forced to try it?
Because it was ordered and you guys just try it. So I tried it. It was good.
Okay.
But natto.
Okay. Yeah, I think we
Pretty
should
amazing.
work on a natto base one.
Yeah?
You better,
almost
yeah, but
There
you
you go.
better, you better go down and go buy yourself the kind then.
Just bring
A
them a
pint
house.
then.
Bring them a house when you grab them.
I'm bringing me a house.
So Dev, what would you say? Because you've sampled all these flavors, the specials and all that stuff. What is your favorite sherbet?
I like King Mui. King Mui is of course the crack seed shop over here.
Mhm.
They have this thing called the King Mui, and it's like one of the best.
It's that
Ling
big ass.
Mui. Yeah, it's a
Ling
big ass
The
Ling Mui where they got small
Yeah,
seed.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
You made me eat that before.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, and it's really
Yeah.
good because it's got a
more
sweet,
sweeter,
yeah. It's got a sweet flavor profile. It's not sour, and so they had King Mui as one of their flavors, and I went, oh my god! And so I bought
then
it,
he ate it all.
and it had a gigantic King Mui in the
That's
middle of the thing, and I pounded that whole thing in one shot. But any of the Li Hing Mui ones, the Li Hing Mui float, the what do you call Li Hing Mui, the triple Li Hing Mui thing?
Oh, it's the super lihimui one.
Yeah,
so it's-
Super Li Hing
yeah.
Mui. Any of those are really, really good. For some reason, the mix is nice on that. The Japanese grape one. I only got to try that one once because that one comes around every once in a while. And there's like, I'll let you know when we bring it back.
Hey, they have those grapes, I think at Costco, that taste like cotton candy.
Yeah, those are
What?
good. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Cotton
It
candy
tastes
grapes.
exactly like cotton
Why,
candy.
it's $10. It's $10 a pound.
I gotta give me some of those grapes. I love cotton candy.
They're really good. They
Yeah.
taste exactly like cotton candy. Too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could make sherbet out of that.
Wait, what
Yeah,
is it
but
called?
then you'd have to sell the pints for like $20 a
Is it
pint.
called cotton candy grapes?
Yeah. Cotton
Yeah.
candy grapes.
Serious?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Stace buys it every once in a while. I'm like, oh, these are great.
Yeah, they're really
Oh,
good.
I gotta try that now.
Um,
You ever did cotton candy sherbet?
Yeah.
Damn it!
Okay,
Dude, I told you, he's done just
I
about
know,
every flavor
I
that you can
know.
think of.
so what is Li Hing Mui on the best? Like, is it Li Hing mango, Li Hing gummy bears, Li Hing pineapple? What's your Li Hing?
I like
Li
lean
Hing
pineapple
popcorn?
because it makes me feel like I'm eating healthy.
Why? Because the fiber.
No, fruit.
Oh, mango's a fruit.
Huh?
Mango's a fruit.
That's true. But then get all that sugar and it's dried out and it has like, a
I
lot
think the
of...
pineapple's a good one.
Yeah.
Because it helps balance out the salty. And,
He knows. Pineapple.
Actually, yeah.
On-
Did you guys mix the Li Hing flavor
we
into
did
the
once.
pineapple
We
once?
did. I think we made a pineapple sorbet, so
Yeah.
there was no dairy, and then it kind of goes better with no dairy, like lihimui to me,
Yeah.
like with the sorbet. So we made a pineapple sorbet with a lihing sauce swirled in.
that sounds
good.
amazing.
Ooh, Li Hing. Not Li.
How come you're not fat?
You know,
didn't
eat
shave?
him.
I
You don't
know.
eat them. You make them, bro.
No, but do you eat on this or you're just tired of eating sherbet at this point?
I don't know. I just taste them. Like it's hard for me to eat a lot of it.
Does all your son's friends want to come to your house?
No, we always stick to like their sports stuff all the time. Like other dads like give the kids.
Like where's the Asato kid? We gotta put him on our team.
yeah.
Make him the all-star.
Like, you on the all-star team. Come on over.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you play? We don't care. Come on. I've never played baseball before.
Well, that's like,
whatever.
So Beaker, my friend Beaker.
Yeah,
Jason.
Haagen-Dazs, right?
Yeah, so they own the Haagen-Dazs chain in Hawaii or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
I used to for granted, huh?
And then but every time we go to his house, there's this freezer full of Haagen-Dazs
Yeah.
because. So the greatest thing about Beaker is he's lactose intolerant, so he can't eat any of the ice cream.
That's the saddest
He has this
thing.
fridge full of, and it's all like just barely expired, So we just be like, "Hey, Jason, can you eat ice cream?" He's like, "Yeah," just eating all the bars and stuff, and
Man.
yeah. So
But
it's
it's so
having
sad
a friend
he's
like that.
He's lactose.
Well, so is life.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. He's
And
kind
now-
of feeling it.
Yeah,
too
now I'm getting it, so
yeah,
maybe it's
because
the
he's getting
bocce from
old.
all the ice cream.
Oh, you know what? What about bars? Not bar, but like make it into a bar where you can. Was that ever a thought too?
Oh, it's not right now.
Because it's
we
hard
don't
to.
have
I
the
mean, it'd be
space.
hard to form and. Keep
You must
it.
be so sick of people going, "Hey, you know what you should do?" Yeah. And then they go,
No, I'm always
"Do
looking
it,
for
do
flavors."
It, do it, and you're like, "Bro, I'm busy enough already." No,
No,
he asked me to make a bar.
We're always looking for new flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's good whenever anyone ever gives ideas.
All right, okay.
That they haven't tried already.
Yeah.
So if people want to order, they can go to where? Where should they go to Instagram or should they go to the web?
Just come to the shop.
Okay.
There's
okay.
usually not a line after 10:30
On Wednesdays
and
Sunday.
Sunday. 10 to 2 is our current shop hours. Or you can go to the truck. There's like never a line
Okay.
at the truck.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Then-
sweet spot. Somewhere around like 11:30
Yeah, just come 11
to like
to 12. Yeah.
12:30. Yeah.
Usually,
Because
unless
the
we're
football games have started.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
people
yeah,
don't
yeah.
go out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Neil, this is technically on a music channel.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have one music question
Okay.
for you. So if you were stranded on a desert island or a planet, let's say, and you could only bring you're younger, so I have to change the question.
No.
Bring a phone, but the phone only had 3 artists that you could load into it to play music for you to listen to for the rest of eternity. What would those 3 artists or albums or whatever be?
I don't know. It's funny. I wore my Kalapana shirt.
I was gonna say.
I do say you can't mention Kalapana because we know that already.
So, but do you have a particular album of theirs?
Yeah, the first one.
We do.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kalapana would be
I do
one.
love-
How'd you get turned on to Kalapana being this
my-
young?
My dad listened to like a lot of oldies growing up.
Thanks.
Like he's super. It's not. I'm not called old. It's not my yeah, it's before my
Yeah,
generation. But
he's a young guy.
He is. But he has a 16-year-old son.
Yeah.
He could be
so I
our
feel
son.
yeah.
Yeah, no. Don't even remind me.
Okay, so Kalapana. All right, good choice.
3.
Just think about what you're jamming out to while you're mixing up
I don't know. Like
Sprite and.
it just matters. Like sometimes I
Condensed
do
milk.
listen to like 90s hip hop stuff, like that we grew up listening to.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I listen to like jazz, like old stuff.
Oh, it's dang it! I don't remember. I think the guy's name is Savage. So Nisa was playing this guy Savage. He's a rapper or something. I'm like, that's Ja Rule. She's like, no, it's this guy Savage. I'm like,
Yeah, they take all the
give me that
samples, like, from
remote.
the
And I'm
90s.
like playing. I'm like, because it had a guy that rapped similarly.
Like
just
that.
like that, and then had a girl sing the chorus.
But it wasn't Ja Rule
Like
then.
but it wasn't Ja Rule.
They just ripped
I'll
off
play it
his-
after. I get, and then there was this other song, and I'm like, that's Gwen Stefani. Whatever that.
No doubt.
Yeah, well, she did that song, Payback or something. Can I get the payback? And then that's a sample of something else rap.
It's all samples.
Yeah, and it's just like,
it's all samples.
man.
Yeah. Even Pitbull, he had a whole bunch of hits, and they're all samples.
Yeah, samples of other people.
Jump around.
Anyway,
Okay,
sorry.
For those of you who are watching, sorry, we're interrupting his songs because he's still thinking about them. This week's flavors: strawberry pineapple Green River, and then Lihin Cola Float.
Oh, that sounds
Oh,
good.
man.
Yuzu sorbet. The yuzu sorbet is fantastic, and passion orange guava, which is always really good. That's a favorite. So, Pog. So
He left us
There you
some
go.
in the freezer to try. There's yuzu in there, I seen. Right? So,
There's one.
yeah.
I'm taking that one home. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Just one.
All right. Okay. You got two more? '90s hip hop. There's a.
I don't know.
There's a. I could go Puff Daddy, Notorious.
So it's no particular artist. It's just more like a genre
just
that you
like
listen to.
MC Hammer.
Just on Spotify. Just like put the genre and just listen to.
Mm.
I don't know. I guess I grew up like watching a lot of skate videos and skating and filming. So like there's like a lot of music influence just from that. Like because a lot of them would put like Queen and like older stuff over skate videos and like a lot of '90s hip hop.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just have like a really diverse music. Like it just what. Just the mood.
So I got it. Okay. You would
I
take
listen to a lot.
3 skate videos that you would just play and then have that music in the background. That would
There was
be-
like The Roots I used to listen to a lot. Like in the
Oh,
90s.
okay.
I don't know. There was like a lot
Did you
of.
play PlayStation Tony Hawk?
Yeah.
There's a lot of punk on that, yeah?
Yeah. That's. They
Green
said that's how
Day,
those
yeah.
guys made all. Like got famous from all those being in all the video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why when there's opportunities, you just never know, man.
I could skate good on those video games.
You have good balance. Yeah.
I
Good
kinda
thing.
skate good in
He threw out his back
yeah.
now.
Yeah. Well, Neale, thanks so much for being here, man.
No, thank you.
And please support local, support Sherbet. You won't
Support
you won't
Asatos.
be disappointed.
Yep. And
Yes.
remember, AsatoFamilyShop.com.
Yes.
Thanks. Dad.
And we'll be here next week with another podcast. I'll be on Sunday with Herb out at the Lookout at Waikiki in Eva Beach. So if you're in the area, stop by, say hello, have something to eat.
Listen to the
Otherwise,
music. We
yeah,
would go out and visit, but it's Eva Beach. It's
Eva
really
Beach
far.
is pretty far. Yeah. I always after the gig, I'm like, okay, I just got to drive home.
On the other side
Yeah,
of the island.
But it's all good. It's a nice place and fun to play there. So
Okay, we're done. I want to go eat sherbet.
okay, thanks. See you guys.
Bye.